Oh, just love that. Hello everybody and welcome back to another instalment of The Buzzsaw is the Law, my ongoing series where I am showing you bands that I have in my collection that play that beautiful HM2 soaked death metal. Sometimes not death metal, just metal. But that HM2 buzzsaw sound is in there. I have got another 10 bands to show you today, so let's crack on. The first band, I'm going to show you a bit of vinyl first. This first band are from Sweden. They were formed in 2011. They featured Marc G, who went on to be the vocalist in The Haunted, and also the current drummer from Leak, Chris. He features on this album. This is their debut from 2013, and it is the band The Resistance. This album, Scars. This band only ever released 2 full lengths. These are more of the death metal, I suppose, death thrash metal, but a little bit more that sort of mellow death, melodic sort of death metal sound. But really good. HM2 sound is nice and thick and meaty. But yeah, really good release. And a really good band. The Resistance from Sweden. Let's put that somewhere where it's not in the way. Right, the next band I'm going to show you is, get my notes in order, a band from the US. They were formed in 2013. They have got 2 full-length releases out. This is their second release, and it is the band Fuming Mouth. This released last Day of the Sun, put out on Nuclear Blast Records. I saw these guys play live last year sometime, and they were really good. They're classed as death metal, but they've got a kind of crusty, hardcore edge to them. But they're soaked in that HM2 buzzsaw sound. Fuming Mouth, Last Day of Sun. Next, another bit of vinyl. This is another band from Sweden. They were formed in 2016. 2 full-length releases out. This is their second full-length from 2022. And this is the band Wretched Fate. This release, Carnal Heresy. I do need to pick up their debut. This was put out on Redefining Darkness Records. This is brutal, grinding death metal. Absolutely brilliant release. Brilliant release. Redefining Darkness can do no wrong in my ears. And neither can this band. Please go and check them out. Wretched Fate from Sweden. This release, Carnal Heresy. Next, we have got, and the band that are playing in the background, cassette tape, and something that I am very, very proud of to see this release. This features Paul from Enchantment, one of my best friends in the entire world, and also Dave, who's Angelivore is the release that was put out on Carnivore Records either last year or the year before. He's a guitarist, the sort of man behind the music, and Paul does the vocals. I'm sure I need no introduction to this if you watch my channel, but this is the band Crypt Feeder. This is their debut EP from last year. They were formed in 2023. 2-track EP. This was put out on Cosmic Key. The cassette was put out on Into It Records. But yeah, just I'll play it at the end, but the thickest and meatiest and most overdriven and intense HM2 sounding death metal you can get. And it's great to see Paul doing this, because he's always been a huge fan, like I have been, of that HM2 sounding death metal. So for him to be doing that and you know, fulfilling a dream, probably is just brilliant. So proud of you, mate. Please check out Crypt Feeder into the crypt. Okay. Next, we've got a band, another bit of vinyl. This is a band from Mexico. They were formed in 2020. They've only ever put EPs out. This is their debut EP from 2020. And it's the band Undertomb, The Returns of Fallen. Put out on Idorendak Black Mass, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, just fabulous, fabulous old school sounding death metal. You can tell by the logo, the artwork. It's proper old school, absolutely fabulous. From Mexico, the band Undertomb. Please go and check them out. I think that's done with the vinyl now. I think this is all CDs I'm going to show you now. We have got next, this is the band from Brazil. They were formed in 2015. One full length, this one, their debut from 2018. And it is the band Echoes of Death. This release, In the Cemetery. This is like Crypt Feeder, where it's seriously, seriously overdriven sound. You don't get more. I suppose that's one of the nice things about HM2 pedals. Some bands take it back a bit, some just power it all the way through. And this is one of those bands. Echoes of Death. Brilliant, brilliant release, this. Check them out. Next, this is a band from Finland. They were formed in 2021. They have got one full length. This, released in 2023, put out on Prosthetic Records. And it is the band Disguised Malignance. This release, if I can read it, Entering the Gateways, Finnish death metal, powered through a HM2 pedal. It's what dreams are made of in my ears. Superb, superb release. Really, really good. It was put out in 2023, this. Absolutely fabulous release. Disguised Malignance. This release, Entering the Gateways. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but I am. This is a band from Slovenia. Formed in 2010. They have got two full-length releases out. This is their second full-length, put out in 2016. And it is the band Hellcrawler. This release, Sandstorm Chronicles. Look at that artwork, look at the logo. You just know, don't you? You could blind buy that. This was put out on Parole Productions, which is a Slovenian label, I do believe. This is ultimate old school Swedish death metal worship at its finest. A brilliant, brilliant release. And a band that you don't hear mentioned very often in the VC. I know Wendy, one of my good friends, knows of this band. But I don't hear them mentioned very often. Hellcrawler from Slovenia. Sandstorm Chronicles. Okay, two more to show you. Another band from Finland. This is a band that were formed in 2021. One full length. This that I'm going to show you, put out in 2023 on the Soul Seller Records label. And it is the band Tramalizer. Again, Finnish death metal, but through that HM2 pedal. Not as overdriven as some of the other ones I've mentioned today, but you can still hear it in there. Fabulous, fabulous sounding band. Tramalizer from Finland. And last but not least, and I had to show this band, not so much because the guitar sound is thick and HM2, but it was recorded at Sunlight Studios. It was produced by Thomas Skogsberg. It features Matti Karki from Dismember doing backing vocals. It was released back in 1993. The band were formed in 1989. 5 full-length releases, so it's only right that I show it. And it is the band Desultory, their debut release, Into Eternity. You know, if you like all those Swedish bands from that era, there's no way you're not going to like this band. This was put out on Metal Blade Records. It's got that HM2 feel about it, not as overdriven as their countrymen, you know, Entombed and Grave and Dismember and that, but it's like I say, it needs a mention. And just when I've mentioned the last band there, the tape has finished, so I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to give you a little blast before we go. Look at that tape as well. How nice is that? That's one side, that's the other. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's get it in there. Here we go. Fucking love that. I'm not sure whether they'll have any left on their Bandcamp, but please go and check them out. Otherwise, you can pick up this from Cosmic Key Records and the tape from Into It. Yeah, just absolutely love it. Love it. What's not to like about it? Look at the logo, like I say, bit of art, the art, everything. Fabulous, fabulous release. Anyway, I digress. Understandably, if you know me and my association with Paul. Thank you as always for taking the time out of your day to watch. I will be back again soon with another video and another part in this ongoing series. But until then, take care everybody. Bye for now.